You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday. I have a couple of guests that we're going to talk to. We're going to chat about Lights on Lotta coming up here in just a bit. But first, we have Erin Brown with the South Dakota Veterans Cemetery. Erin is the cemetery director, and it's time for Wreaths Across America. And what a beautiful time at the South Dakota Veterans Cemetery.
Yes, it is. And this will be our third one already. We have done 3 out here at the Veterans Cemetery.
And the Veterans Cemetery is beautiful year-round, but it just looks so amazing. There's something special about seeing it this time of year.
There sure is. And we will be receiving over 360 wreaths this year to be laid on veterans' graves.
And for people who would like to come out and see this, when will the wreaths actually be laid on the graves? When does this all take place?
Yes. So Wreaths Across America Day this year is Saturday, December 16th. And we will have a program out here at the cemetery at our committal shelter starting at 11 a.m. And that program will run about 20-30 minutes. And when that little ceremony is complete, we will head into all of the burial areas and take the time and place all of those wreaths on the graves.
Wow, that's coming up on Saturday. So is there anything that you guys would like help with? If somebody listening would like to come out and be a part of it, are there things that we could do to actually help?
That whole morning is a great experience. Come out for the program. And then, yes, please help us lay all of those wreaths.
Wonderful. Again, Wreaths Across America this Saturday. What time does everything get started? And I suppose we should probably dress accordingly because it is outside.
Yes, exactly. 11 a.m. is the start time of that ceremony. And yes, dress warm. We will be outside. It looks like this might be our nicest one. The last couple have been very, very cold with snow. So we'll take some brown grass and a little bit warmer temps for this year's event.
And it's hard for me to even fathom that this is the third year that you've had a chance to do this here. I remember going to the groundbreaking, which seems like it was just the other day, but that was a bit ago now.
Yes, we did start burials in June of 2021, and yeah, time has been flying.
And for anybody listening that maybe hasn't had a chance to get out there and check it out, it is a beautiful place, and I would encourage them to go and see the South Dakota Veterans Cemetery. How do you give directions for people to find the South Dakota Veterans Cemetery?
Yeah, the easiest is to take 229, come north. You'll go underneath Interstate 90, and your first right is Slip Up Creek Road. Take a right there, and that takes you right to our front gates.
Yes, those directions are fantastic. And there's a sign or two, so when you get out there, it'll kind of point you in the right direction. So, Erin, how many grave sites are there right now in the current phase that we're in at the cemetery?
We have completed over 700 burials already. And during this phase of construction, we do have the availability for 2,318 plots.
Wow, that is amazing. And there's also some additional room to expand in the future as well.
Correct. We have a phase plan that should last us over 150 years with a full build out of over 28,000 plots.
Well, you guys are doing some amazing work out there. And if somebody listening would like to join you for Wreaths Across America this Saturday, let's give them the details one more time.
Yes, this Saturday at 11 a.m.
And for that, do I sign up in advance or I just show up on Saturday?
Everybody just show on up.
Very nice. It is this Saturday. Erin, thank you for the time today.
Well, thank you for having me.
And for anybody that would like to learn more, what is the website they can go to get a little more information?
South Dakota Department of Veterans Affairs, right on our website. You'll find the cemetery information there.
And I'm going to make it really easy. I'll throw a link to make it super simple to find that. Erin, thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
Again, Wreaths Across America this Saturday. If you'd like to get more information, stateveterancemetery.sd.gov. And like I said, I'm going to make it really easy. I'll throw a link to all of that at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News. Coming up in a moment, we're going to talk about Christmas lights. We've got Lights on Lotta, and that is a fundraiser for Big Paws Canine Foundation, and they do an amazing job. We're going to chat with Ryan all about that coming up.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit right now with Ryan. He is with Lights on Lotta. And Ryan and Scott started this. How many years ago did you guys start this, Ryan?
2018, we started taking donations.
And this is something for people who've not had a chance to see it. They've got to get over to Lotta. It's just a little bit south on Minnesota Avenue, and then you'll turn and drive to the east, and you've got a couple of blocks. When you first started this, did you have that many people involved, or has it grown over the time?
No, it just started with our house, and then we expanded to our neighbors, and then all the neighbors said, sure, you can, light up our neighborhood too. And so we just kept going and going, and we went across the street, and then the business across the street, Tom, he said, did you plug anything in? And I don't have to put anything up or take anything down. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that makes it even better, because then you guys get to look out your windows and see the beauty all around you too, rather than it just being in your yard.
Exactly.
And again, this is something that you guys started 2018 timeframe, and over the course of time, one of the things that I think is really cool is, in addition to brightening everybody's holiday season, because you get to drive through Lights on Lotta, get to see this beautiful stuff, you are also raising money for a good cause. And our good friends at Big Paws Canine, I know they were there last night, and this is something that's near and dear to them. I love the fact that you've got that tied in, and you're helping do something really good while you're having fun.
Yes, exactly. It's such a great cause for the veterans and for the canines as well.
And when people come out this Sunday, you have a special thing. It's Luminaries. Let's talk a little bit about the Luminary event on Sunday.
Luminary Lane Night, the neighborhood up on 26th and Western, I believe. They have a Luminary Lane Night every year, their annual thing, and there's so many people out driving, so we hand out candy canes and take donations that night.
I love that. That is this Sunday, so if people would like to, they can come out this Sunday. What time does everything typically start in the evening? When do you guys kind of light up Lights on Lotta?
The inflatables and stuff start just after dark, around 5:15, the timers start popping everything on, and then we're on until 11 on the weekends, I think, and 10 on the weekdays.
And how long does it take to set this up, Ryan? This is not something you guys do in just an afternoon, is it?
Oh, no. We started November 1st, day after Halloween. As soon as we hand out the candy, we start pulling boxes up from the basement.
Is this just something you and Scott do, or are there other people that come and help you guys as well?
Except for one house, everything flashing is from us.
That is amazing to me. So, and one of the things that I noticed as we were going down Lights on Lotta the other day, I noticed that the lights on each side of the street were synchronized. How in the world do you do that? That's got to be kind of difficult to get it all connected together.
Yes, many boxes, and Scott does all the programming and wiring for that. So it's been a tangled mess some days, especially with bunnies and squirrels. They like the cords for some reason.
So do you have a cord going across the street, or is that wireless across the street?
Either or. Our wireless isn't working, so we had to run a temporary wire over the street, way up in the trees. It's about 20 feet up. Okay.
See, it was dark when we were going through, and I was trying to figure this out. I was like, how in the world do they do this? This is amazing to me. So again,
there's supposed to be a wireless controller, but it just isn't working correctly this year. When cars drive by, it messes with the signal for some reason.
And we want the cars to drive by, because that's the best part. Is all of the traffic. And it is amazing the number of times we've gone to this, and it's like bumper to bumper traffic going through there. And again, last night you guys had Big Paws Canine there handing out candy canes. You'll be doing that again on Sunday, handing out candy canes the same time they've got the Luminary Lane. So is there a certain time this Sunday, if I want to go through and make a donation and get a candy cane, is there a good time to come through on Sunday?
If you want to come later, usually it's busier from 5:30 till 7-ish. It calms down after that, so the later the better.
There you go.
If you want to go slow, and usually people come from Minnesota and they drive down the road and they don't turn around, so a lot less traffic going the other way if you want to stop the other way and just watch from that side.
Oh, yeah. And it's the same show either way. It's not like, oh, hey, we went the wrong way, now we can't see anything. You see the beautiful lights, whether you're driving east or if you're driving west. It's a really cool setup. Thank you for all the time that you and Scott put into this, because I love the fact that you do this. It's something you do every year. I didn't realize that the majority of this was just 2 people doing this, and that makes it even more amazing.
Thank you.
If people would like to learn more, you guys have a website set up, is that right?
We have a Facebook, and there's a Venmo, and you can also donate directly to Big Paws Canine or Canines for Warriors.
I'm going to throw a link to make it really easy for folks to find all of that. Ryan, thank you again for your time. I appreciate it, sir.
Yes, thank you, and thank you, veterans.
Absolutely. Thank you all for your service. And again, this is a really cool thing. It's called Lights on Lotta. I'm going to throw a link to the Facebook page. I'm also going to throw an address so you can actually punch it into GPS and just drive right there. All of the details at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, December 14th, 1876, work was completed on Sioux Falls' very first bridge. The people of the 1870s in Sioux Falls were very excited to have a gentle, leisurely stroll across the Big Sioux River. Many of them had lost goods or been injured or even died attempting to cross the river at different times throughout the year. So a bridge meant easy travel and a huge increase in traffic and goods into town. A second bridge would be built across 10th Street just 2 years later in 1878. The life of both of these bridges would be short-lived, however, as April of 1881 saw massive flooding that would sweep both structures off their foundations and down the river. The second 8th Street Bridge was completed in 1886. This Day in Sioux Falls History has been brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page, West Sioux Studios, and Sunny 93.3.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Hey, this episode of the John and Heidi Show bonus hour is done. Now, there are times during the bonus hour I'll mention something from our regular program, the John and Heidi Show, which is syndicated on like 300 stations around the country. There's actually a podcast for that as well. So if I mention something that you're going, hey, whatever happened? He didn't talk to that person, or this didn't happen, that didn't happen. You can find that podcast at JohnAndHeidiBonus-12-14-Erin.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour.